Hello and good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the new trading week post Independence Day. Again, it's going to be an action packed day. Lots of things are happening. This week, ultimately and finally, AGR news is expected to come, which is supposed to pave out a lot of direction into the markets. So quickly, let's go ahead and take a look on how our equity is supposed to perform and how you should approach the markets in today's session. First of all, starting with the fund flows, in previous session that was on Friday, FIIs purchased about 46 crores. On the other hand, DIIs sold about 800 crores. So majorly the outflow that's happening in current market scenario is from the domestic institutions, not the foreign institutions. FIIs purchased into index futures to the tune of 400 plus crores. On the other hand, index options were purchased to the tune of 200 crores. Stock futures were sold by FIIs approximately 380 crores and stock options were bought about 12 crores. So no major cues coming from the fund flow, but yes, overall it can be called negative. Markets closed significantly lower in previous session post some consolidation of few days. It was rather a 3 day consolidation. Post to it, Nifty fell about over 1%. However, the most important point is the closing of yesterday's session. So I'll get back to that later on. As per the options data, the broader range for the index is supposed to be between 11,000 and 11,500. However, the upside now looks shifting towards 11,200 to 11,300. So we are seeing some contraction in the range. Initially, we had 11,000 to 11,500 range. Now we are looking at the upside is contracting towards 11,200 to 300. Now, the most important price level in case markets fall on the bottom side, which is most expected to take support around 10,800. As of now, AGR news, as we all know, is expected to come. So now, one thing very important, at this point of time, we cannot rule out whether it's a downtrend or just a correction. Most probably, it looks like a correction into the uptrend. Now, let's take a close look on Nifty's daily chart. As per the Nifty daily chart, 20 days moving average is placed around 11,170, 50 approximately 11,700, 100 DMA 99.15 and 200 DMA about 10,840. This is what we are talking. 200 DMA 10,840. That's what we are expecting in case markets fall. That would be the place where markets may take support. Now, if we closely look at the chart, Nifty had taken support exactly on 20 days moving average. On closing basis, closed exactly on 20 days moving average. In case markets fall, 10,800 to 11,000 may come. So be prepared for that. Number two, valuations have been a question at this point of time. As I had discussed in previous session, markets are overpriced in current scenario. So be precautious. Both RSI and MACD is negative on Nifty. Now let's take a look on Bank Nifty, which is more interesting. On Bank Nifty, if you see these three yellow circles that I have made, and what I want to point out is, if you look at the first bigger yellow circle, the lows have been broken on the second yellow circle. However, in the uptrend, again, when markets went up from the yellow circle, it did not close the previous high. So bottom line, the point that I'm trying to make here is the low was broken and on the charts highs were not broken. Bank Nifty have closed below 50 days moving average. So that's very important to keep a note on, that market is now trading, Bank Nifty is now trading below 50 days moving average. In case correction continues, it is most likely to test 20,500 level. That's the 100 days moving average. So unless and until bottom line is we are expecting the news from AGR, which is for the banks, very important for the banks. So that is how market is going to shape up in coming session. RSI is below negative, but surprisingly it looks into the positive territory. It looks coming up. MACD is neutral. It would be very crucial to watch coming couple of sessions. If Bank Nifty sustains below and starts trading below 50 days moving average, this fall may turn into a downtrend. Other than that, in case markets go up above 20 days moving average, it was just a correction and market is rather warming up for a bigger uptrend. So as of now, there is no negative sentiment or news that's driving the market. It was just a minor correction. So this is how you should prepare for today's markets. As I said, volatility rose in previous session. However, it's below 22, so there is nothing much to worry about. Nifty trading range would be 11,000 to 11,500. At this point of time, I would not coach you whether to buy on dips or sell on rise. I would just suggest wait and watch. Stay hedged. Real time only it can be told, because markets have corrected after good 3-4 days of consolidation. So we'll need to figure out what markets want, what market participants are looking at in coming sessions. So it is very crucial. Banking space, stay hedged unless and until we are getting any news on AGR plus markets. Unless and until Bank Nifty starts trading above 20 DMA, stay hedged on banking stocks. Metals are positive, buy on dips. However, in previous session, it formed a kind of gravestone doji formation. So I would suggest only buy in case metals look sustaining above previous closing, the previous closing. So in case markets metal index sustains above previous closing, then go ahead and buy. Energy, avoid it closed below 20 DMA, as we had been talking about a correction into energy index. IT, avoid buying IT. I would not rule a downtrend in IT. It just looks like into a distribution phase. You can find buying opportunities into pharma index. It looks quite good. Auto index has formed a bearish engulfing chart pattern. So you need to wait in today's session to see whether it continues the fall or whether the bearish engulfing pattern is violated. So overall, what I can say is I would not want to go ahead and jump into trade in today's session. I would want to see, I'd want to read what the markets are looking for. It's a very crucial point. It could be a turning point. Be precautious, stay hedged. Rest is perfectly fine. Be stock specific. Stock specific always pays well. Rest, you can always approach me, contact me on WhatsApp, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn. I'm always available for you. You can get trades real-time basis. Thank you so much for watching so far. Abhishek Raj signing off. Stay healthy, stay wealthy.